Hello, good morning, boys and girls. So a quick recap of fractions today. What is a fraction? Fraction, the correct answer is fraction is a division. It's not a multiplication, which means if you see a fraction like this, 1 over 2, it means 1 divide into 2 parts. If you see 1 over 3, it means 1 divided into 3 parts. What is this 1? This 1 is this whole bar. Now, of course, in a diagram, it is a bar. In reality, it can be a banana cake. You understand? It can be a pizza. It can be anything where something is divided into a certain number of parts. Okay? And all these fractions, can you see 1 over 4, 1 over 5? It means that whole part, that one whole part was divided into 5 parts. Then you have 2 over 5, 2 parts. 3 over 5, 3 parts. 4 over 5, 4 parts, and so on. Now, if you look here, look at this last number here. What do you see, guys? It's 1.
1.
Correct? Can you put in chat what does that 1 mean as a fraction? Let's say I'm choosing this fraction. What does this 1 mean? The 1 means what? Whole. But if I say it as a fraction, okay, you write down 1 whole. But what is the fraction for it? Yes, it can be 4 over 4 if you are looking at this fraction. It can be, sorry, 4 over 4 is here. Hold on. This is 4 over 4. Okay. This one is 3 over 3. Do you see that? This one is 2 over 2. So when you have a numerator and the denominator same, it literally means the whole number. Oh, my one is so bad. Okay. Writing with my mouse, guys. Please excuse me until I buy a proper iPad. Okay. Let's say I have 12 over 12. It's a whole fraction. That means your mommy bought a banana cake divided into 12 parts. Just remember banana cake. Okay. And you ate everything. You ate all the 12 pieces, which means you ate the whole cake. And remember, just like in everyday life, your mommy doesn't need to just buy one banana cake. She can buy more than one banana cake. So you could have eaten maybe 1.5 banana cakes. And that's called a what fraction? Can I have a quick answer there in the chat? If I have 1.5, or I have 2.5, or I have 1 3/4, yes, that's called a mixed number. Very good. And what is a mixed number? What defines a mixed number? Don't give me the numerator is bigger, denominator is smaller. That's all saying without understanding. Fantastic there, Aloysius. A mixed number can be changed to an improper fraction, if that's what you mean. But what defines a mixed number? Remember this, all these fractions that you see here on this page are less than 1. They are smaller than 1. So we call it, I think I've done this with you guys, okay? We call this proper fraction. It's just, this is now another quick recap, okay? All the fractions that you see here right now, 1 over 3, 2 over 3, 3 over 4, 4 over 5, everything is less than 1. 1 whole, which means all these are proper fractions. Proper fractions are less than 1. Do you see the picture? But in real life, you could have eaten 1 3/4 banana cake. You could have drank 1.5 glass of water, or maybe 7.5 glasses of water. So where do all these fractions come in? They are all what? Less than 1? More than 1? Come on, guys. What do you think a mixed number or an improper fraction is? Remember, mixed number changes to improper fraction. And that is more than 1. Yes, that's good.
Proper fraction.
Okay. Proper fraction. Proper fraction is less than 1. Improper fractions are more than 1. Okay, look at your module. It's all there. Okay, this is page 2. Look at page 3. Okay, I have to explain one more thing here. Now, page 3 requires you to do it by yourself so that you get familiar into dividing fractions. Okay, or understanding what's fraction. The main reason you do this second page, guys, listen, is for you to find two things. You can learn two more things here. Number one, you can tell me whether a fraction is more or less. That means you are comparing fractions. Secondly, you can tell me which are the equal fractions. Now, equal means same. So pay attention on this page. Look at the fraction 2 over 4. Can you see 2 over 4 now? If you mark 2 over 4, and I take a line and I draw it straight up, where does it merge with? You can see, where does it merge with?
1 over 2.
Yes, 1 over 2. So 2 over 4 is the same as 1 over 2. They are equal fractions. How? How did that happen? Use division. Divide by 2 for the numerator. Divide by 2 with the denominator, and you are going to get 1 over 2. You will get what we call as the simplified version. Do you understand this? Can I have a thumbs up here? Durgesh, Preshman, Aloysius, everyone. Do you understand what I'm explaining here? Any fraction can be simplified, okay? Especially if they match. Okay, let's just look at another example. I'm going to look at 2 over 6, guys, and I want you to tell me what is the simplified fraction here. Put in chat, please. What is the simplified fraction here for 2 over 3? Very good, Aloysius. Very good, Hajita. Good, Ilman. 1 over 3. Look, it matches exactly with 1 over 3. So 2 over 6. Thank you, Prishman. Prishman, next time use the slash. You know, in your keyboard, there is like a slash sign. Just use that. Okay? Okay, good job. Good job. How about 4 over 6? Yeah, sure, Famida. Okay, how about 4 over 6, guys? What is the simple or simplified fraction? 4 over 6. Yes, Hajita, you missed out the slash. That's all. It's 2 over 3. Fantastic. Can you see that, guys? So this is called equivalent fractions. Sure, Famida. Go, go, go. Excuse yourself. Yes. Do you understand, guys? So here we are looking at the world of proper fractions. Proper fractions are less than 1. Can you see? 1 means one whole. That means the whole banana cake, the whole pizza. Okay? And the whole number means it's the full complete fraction. 2 over 2 in this case, 3 over 3 in the second example, and so on so forth. Got it? Now remember this as well. If I can simplify a fraction, remember I simplified these fractions, okay, by using what? Division. Correct or not? I used division to simplify. Can you tell me what's the opposite of this? If you know how to go from your house to the school, you must know how to come back, right? From your school to the house. So what's the opposite of division?
Times.
Correct. Times, multiplication. And which means from this 2 over 6, I divide, I get 1 over 3. I divide by what? I divide by 2. Correct or not? I'll get 1 over 3. I simplify. If I do the opposite, which is times 2, when I say times 2, guys, it is to the numerator as well as the denominator. Do you understand? Fraction always both up and down, you got to work it out. I will get 2 over 6. Correct or not?
Correct.
Yes or not?
Correct. Yes.
If I take 2 over 3, this one is divided by 2, right? To simplify, and I times 2 instead now, I will get back 4 over 6. So there's two words here that you really need to remember. I'm going to write it out. So if you have your notes here, please also write it. Expanding the fraction. Okay, and the other one is simplifying the fraction. Do you understand? Two things you can do with a fraction. You can expand the fraction. You can simplify the fraction. Simplify means I am going to use division. Got it? And if expanding means, what am I going to use, guys?
Multiplication.
Multiplication.
Good job. Do you understand now? See, you learned proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed number. That's called types of fraction. But what can you do with the fraction? You can make the fraction bigger or expand it. You can also simplify it by using multiplication and division. Now, my big bonus question to you. If I multiplied the fraction or if I divided the fraction, when I do this, is the fraction becoming bigger or smaller? Is it that my fraction, I got a bigger piece of banana cake now, or I got a bigger piece of pizza now just because I said it's 2/6? I ate 2/6 of a pizza. I ate 1/3 of a pizza. Is 2/6 more than 1/3?
No.
No, it's not. So don't be confused by these big numbers that you see. Oh, 4/6, man. 4/6 is the same as 2/3. You understand now? Okay. That's because you know now you can simplify, you can expand, and they are the same. How do you remember this? Just remember somebody who is normal, like maybe my size, my body size, but suddenly I eat a lot of food, I grow fat, I expand, but I am still me. I didn't change my name or anything. It's just Teacher Brinda still, but she became so fat. Then I go on a keto diet or whatever diet it is, and I really become thin and very thin, and I simplify myself to the thinnest possible structure I can. That's like becoming smaller, but I am still me. I didn't change. Can you understand that at least? Somebody puts on a lot of weight, somebody goes on a diet, becomes super thin. So when you want to put on weight, you expand. When you want to go on a diet, you simplify. Now, how's that? You to remember. Can I? Can you remember now?
Okay.
Person doesn't
Yeah.
change. Okay? The fraction is still the same, only that it's now expanded and then you can simplify. So expand using multiplication up and down, simplify using division up and down. Can I have a thumbs up, guys, if you understood this? Okay? This part, expanding and simplifying fractions. Good job. Now, the second part, comparing the fractions low. Okay? Look, you use this beautiful chart to also compare. So I'm going to ask you all pop-up questions. Answer me in the chat. I'm going to say a sentence. You tell me whether it's true or false. Understood? For example, I'm going to say 1/3 is bigger than half. True or false? Very good. 1/3 is smaller than half. Got it? Do you understand? Okay? Good, good, good. Good job. Now, 2/3 is bigger than half. 2/3 is bigger than half. Put in your answers in the chat. True or false? Yeah, now it's true already. Okay, Gideon, I think that's your number one answer. Okay, I'm going to go now. So 2/3 is bigger than half. Can you see the fraction here? It's more. Okay, you just compare. Visually, you compare. Okay. All right. Now, 1/4 is bigger than 1/3. 1/4 is bigger than 1/3. Is this true or false? Look at 1/4. 1/4 is here.
Yes.
Look at 1/3. So when I say 1 over 4 is bigger than 1/3, is it true? Can you
Yes.
see 1 over 4 here, 1/3 here? Is this bigger or is this smaller? Hajita, can you answer me? Is
1
1
over
over
4
4,
is bigger than 1 over 3.
is it bigger?
Yeah.
Okay, which means you really have to look at the picture now, Hajita. See, again, that's why you may be confused by this number at the bottom, you know. You say, oh, 1 over 4. 4 is big word. No, it's not like that. Hajita, look here, all of you.
Mhm.
This is 1 over 3. Okay? Can you see the
Okay.
green color rectangle there? I'm drawing.
Yeah.
Draw again, eh? Here, look. This is 1 over 3, girl. Okay? I'm going drawing a rectangle to show 1 over 3, and I'm going to use another color now to show 1 over 4. This is 1 over 4. This is how big 1 over 4 is. So, is 1 over 3 bigger or is 1 over 4 bigger? Which one is bigger?
1 over 3.
Yes, 1 over 3 is bigger. So my statement was 1 over 4 is bigger than 1 over 3. Is that true or false?
False.
False. Do you understand now? This teeny-peeny one page has a lot to
Yeah.
teach you. Okay? Please print this out and put it on your door. Every day look at it. Okay? Now let's go to another question. I'm going to write down the question here. You tell me whether it's true or false. 3 over 5 is smaller than 2 over 3. Is this true or is this false? Look carefully before you answer. Okay, look carefully before you answer. 3 over 5 is smaller than 2 over 3. So, where is 2 over 3? This is 3 over 5. This is 2 over 3. Let's draw a rectangle. Okay, so it goes here. This is 3 over 5. Okay, and then, sure, you may go to the toilets. Some of you are asking me that, no problem. This is 2 over 3. Look, of course, 2 over 3 is bigger than 3 over 5. 3 over 5 is smaller. Look at the extra space here. Can you see? Visually. So I'm showing you now how visually this fraction 3 over 5 is smaller than 2 over 3. Yes, it's true. Okay. Is this important for you? Yes. Because in maths, when you learn this, you must be able to compare fractions. You must be able to compare 2 over 3, 3 over 5, or maybe they'll give you 4 over 5. They can give you any fraction, you know. You must be able to compare and tell whether they are bigger or smaller. However, you cannot bring this drawing into your exam paper, exam hall. Correct or not? And you neither don't have the time to actually sit and draw all these during exams. Correct or not? So you got to find a quicker way, a better way to compare fractions. Do you understand, guys? Okay, you can't bring this paper into the exam, neither are you going to spend time drawing it out. You must find a better way to compare fractions. So our job here is comparing fractions. So now I'm going to share with you a whiteboard. Pay attention. How do we compare fractions? Okay. So we had a fraction 2 over 3. And we also had the fraction 3 over 5. Got it? If you want to compare, remember this rule. Apples can only be compared to apples. You cannot compare apples to monkeys. They are two different things. Correct or not? So in fraction, when you want to compare, make sure you have the same denominator. The denominator is the important one. If the denominator is the same, you can easily compare it. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? Denominator must
Yes.
be the
Yes, teacher.
If denominator must be the same, you ask yourself, what number in times table 3, okay, and times table 5 will be the same?
3
So,
times 5 and 5 times
correct. 3 times 5, 5 times 3, you get 15. Now, how did we get that 15? In other words, if I build up my times table 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, okay, are you following me? And
Yeah.
times table 5, 5, 10,
15.
15. Can you see 15 is a match? 15 is a match means 15 is a number that exists in both the times table. You must understand this very well, guys, because this all will come in your secondary. You will not forget. It has a new name in secondary. When you go learn secondary maths, there's a new name for doing this.
What's the name?
I won't tell you now.
Why?
Oh, you all really want to know what is it?
Yes.
So
Oh,
that in the
really?
future we know.
You want to show off to your friends, I'm smart already, I know all these things. Yes, is it? Huh?
No,
Okay,
I
I
just
tell
want
you.
to know.
Okay, it's called the lowest common multiple. Huh? Can remember or not?
Okay, I like.
Lowest common multiple. Guys, it's easy. Multiple means times table. Common means same. See, same. Lowest means the first number that's the same. You see, before that, nothing is the same. So this is the lowest. Maybe after this got more, which can be common. But this is the first one, the lowest one in the number. So that's called in secondary, when you learn, it's called lowest common multiple. Okay? All right? So now in primary also you're learning it, but just nobody says it. So how does 3 now become 15? Tell me. Now you're going to expand the fraction. Okay? How does 3 become 15?
Times
Times what? Be
5.
precise. Times what?
Times 5.
5.
Times 5. Exactly. So times 5 only, I'll get 15. What I do to the bottom, I also do to the top. So what is 2 times 5, guys?
10.
10. So here I have 2 over 3 becomes equals to 10 over 15. This is equivalent fractions. Do the same for 3 over 5. So how does 5 become also 15? Look, 5, 10, 15. I must times 3. Do you see that? And what I do at the bottom, I also do at the top. So what is 3 times 3?
9.
9. Now you can easily tell me which is bigger. 9 over 15 is bigger or 10 over 15 is bigger? Which is bigger? Surely 10 over 15 is bigger. 9 over 15 is smaller. So now you say 3 over 5 is smaller. 2 over 3 is bigger. Do you understand now? So this is the way you are going to compare fractions when you can't take in that fractions chart. The fractions chart will make your life way much easier. But in certain times, we must be able to do this. Because we can't take the fraction chart, neither can you remember it completely. You understand your fractions chart, the fractions chart that you're having in your hands right now. The one that I was screening earlier. Okay? Can I have a thumbs up, guys? Do you understand so far what's happening? We have done expanding fractions. We have done simplifying fractions. And here, a very important aspect is comparing fractions. Ilman, why you give me the scary face now? Of course, what you learn in primary school carries up all the way, darlings. Nothing's going to go into the rubbish bin. Prishman is asking, is this going to be in our SPM? Yeah, surely got basics. Okay, answer is yes. Maths is not a curriculum that you can, I forget already my standard 4, now I do just standard 5. No, I cannot, I forget already my standard 6, now I do form 3. Cannot. You'll just do what, you'll come back to standard 6 and revise more, that's it, when you're in form 3. When you're in form 5, You'll come back to primary or form 1 or form 2 or form 3 and revise from there. We call these a spiral curriculum. Spiral means like this. Can you see? So as you grow bigger from primary to secondary, what you learn is the same. But it expands a bit more, it expands a bit more, it expands a bit more every time. The same thing, fraction. Okay? All right, guys, let's go back to our module, okay? And look at it. I think the other parts of the module, I'm going to go, can you see, guys? Okay, back to the module now. So we have finished already this one, okay? I believe you know what's this we are doing now, okay? We have done this already. And then this one, the halves, going up in halves, going up in 1.5. All this is in done. Yes, UASA, SPM, everything. No, Preshman literally asked about SPM. He's worried about his Form 5 already now because Form 5 results all just came out, right? Everybody excited about it right now.
My cousin got 5 A plus and 4
Yes.
A.
Good job. Fantastic. So let's go back. I'm sure you guys also will do well. Okay. I'm very sure of that. Okay. I have that confidence. It's now you having that confidence in
My
yourself.
mom is worried.
Don't be worried. Okay. Don't be scared. After all, it's maths. It's not an alligator. You know, if I say go face
What
the
if it
alligator,
is?
you can be scared. Yeah.
What if it is an alligator?
Means it's all in your mind, guys. You have to change the way you think. If you look at maths as something that is beautiful, that's all around you in your life, everywhere, since the day you're born, hello, the day you're born also got maths, the day you're gonna die also got maths, okay? The
How?
day every second you are living also is maths. How many breaths you take is maths. How many
What?
times your heart beats is maths.
What?
Add maths, just add a little bit in it, that's all.
Maths
Okay?
is hard.
How would you know?
Add a
Because
little
I've
bit
seen the
extra math
paper.
and it becomes add maths. And if you actually want to make it fun, you can just put an M in front, so it becomes mad maths. Add maths is mad maths, okay? Guys, you don't have to do this unless you want to do it,
I
okay?
do.
That's what another subject you need to choose.
Yes, yes,
Different
exactly. But
subject.
what you need to worry right now is just this. Don't worry so much about the future yet. Let's look at the present, today. Today, you know, you have learned a few things already. Can you pop it in the chat what you have learned so far with me here today? Tell. Let's do a quick recap. What have you learned? Okay, yeah, I know we're all learning about fraction, but under the big umbrella of fraction, what did you learn? Fraction is a division. You can say that improper fraction is more than 1. Proper fraction is less than 1. This is what I want to hear. Do you understand? Okay, we can expand the fraction. We can simplify a fraction, expand using multiplication, simplify using division. We can compare a fraction more or less using visual diagrams like the one that you saw earlier, or by using a mathematical approach. The mathematical approach, write this down if the need be. Okay, all of you? On your module, you want to compare fractions. What's the steps? Step 1. Make the denominator the same. That's your job. Okay? First thing is make the denominator the same. When you make the denominator the same, you got to multiply it both with the numerator and the denominator. You don't just do for one. You might multiply it. And then only you compare. And then only you can compare whether it's bigger or smaller. What do you don't know how to spell? I'm writing it out there. Okay, a quick recap of what we have learned today. Okay, I'm going to literally write it out, please. Fraction is a division. Got it? Fact number 2. Proper fraction is less than 1. That's important. Can you see it, guys? I'm writing some notes
Yeah,
here. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting paper.
Okay. Point number 3. Improper fraction is more than 1. Improper fraction is more than 1. That's important. Next, fractions can be expanded. And to do that, you use multiplication. Just put the multiplication in the bracket. Fractions can be simplified. And to do that, you use division. I don't have division symbol now when I write division, okay? All right. Fractions can be expanded. Fractions can be simplified. And they are the same. And they are the same. They're the same. Just remember, Teacher Brinda put on weight. She became fat. Teacher Brinda went on a diet. She became slim. Okay, but Teacher Brinda is still Teacher Brinda. Okay. They are the same. So what do we call it? Equivalent fractions. That's what equivalent fractions are.
Teacher,
Yeah.
can you put these notes on for a while? I want to copy it.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. All right. And we can compare fractions. Okay, the 7th thing that you learn is comparing fractions. You want to see which one is more or less. And you got 2 methods to do it. Either you looked method 1, you look at the chart. You looked at it visually. Okay, you can compare. It makes life easier actually. B, you do it mathematically, which means you follow these steps on the right. Okay, I'll give you some time, guys. I know you're copying down. Please copy this. Okay?
No.
Oh, okay. Let me pause the recording then. All right, so this is a complete summary. Fraction is a division, proper fraction is less than 1, improper fraction is more than 1. Remember, it's not supposed to be on the paper, it's supposed to be in your brains. Okay? Fractions can be expanded, fractions can be simplified. Expand using multiplication, simplify using division. And they are the same. They are equivalent, EQUI. Wait, hold on. QUEI. Equal. EQUAI. Yeah. I think so lah. Yo.
Sure, what
Equal.
fractions in number 7 is fractions?
Wait. Equivalent fraction. Comparing fractions?
No,
Is that what you're asking?
yeah, comparing fractions.
Yes, comparing fractions got 2 ways. Either you use this
No, I
chart that you
mean-
can.
Teacher, the fraction spelling is wrong. So you
Oh, yeah, it's fractions. Fractions. Luckily, I didn't say fractions. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, and okay, equivalent fractions, comparing fractions, more or less, use the chart or do it mathematically. First of all, make the denominator the same and then multiply both numerator and denominator so that you get a same denominator, compare them. This is the same method, this method, okay, Doing this is the same for addition and subtraction. Got it? You remember you're doing the same thing here. When you want to add and subtract fractions of different denominators, this is exactly the same thing that you are doing. Okay? And so you have got a copy of this in your WhatsApp. Check it later. You could, of course, remember it. Okay? Actually understand it. Now, of course, here we come to, actually I missed out one more. There's 3 types of fractions. Okay, now extra notes here. Types of fractions. When you talk about types of fractions, okay, right? Types of fractions, you actually have 4, 4 types. Let me tell you the whole picture. Now, do you remember these fractions that you saw earlier in on the second page there? Okay, hold on. Can you see this one? You see this chart? There is a special name for all these fractions, like, hold on, let me see. 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/6. There is a special name for these fractions. We call them unit fractions. Okay? Everything that has a numerator of 1. That means it's the first part of that fraction. 1/100, 1/27, 1/12. As long as the numerator is 1, that's called a unit fraction, the first fraction. Okay. Then you have what you all know as the proper fraction. Proper fraction means less than 1. Everything that is less than 1 whole. Can you see the 1 whole at the side there? Okay, this is the 1 whole. So this gives us the third fraction, which is the whole fraction. So what is the 1 here? The 1 here is 3/3. This is a whole fraction. The 1 here, it's 4/4. This is a whole fraction, a complete fraction. The 1 here is a 5/5. Understood? So this is the first type of fraction. The proper fraction is the second one. This is called the whole fractions, the third one. And the fourth one is called of course, you already know, improper fraction. Okay? And improper fractions are the fractions which are more than 1. See, 1 is here. If I were to extend this diagram to my right, I'm going to get all the improper fractions after that. Got it? Understood? Okay. Improper fractions are what we call, they can be as in the form of mixed numbers as well. Okay, that's the whole point. Improper fractions can be also represented as mixed numbers. They are the same. How do I remember these? Remember the Beauty and the Beast story? So Beauty is proper, the Beast is improper. Correct or not? Where the body is big on top and the legs are small. That beast, after the curse is taken off, he becomes a prince. He becomes perfect. He becomes a whole number. And then Beauty is beside him. So that's a mixed number. A mixed number means like 1, 2/3. So what is this 1? This 1 is actually the whole number, 3/3, the whole fraction. Do you understand now? If I say 2, 5/6, what is this 2? This 2 is made up of 1 plus 1. And this 1 is actually 6/6. This 1 is also 6/6. Why did I choose 6? Because here my denominator is 6. Maybe I should clear this and put it on another page. Hold on, guys. I'm giving you a proper notes. Okay? Hold on. 1 minute. What were you asking me? Can you do the drawing in the class? I don't understand. What do you mean? What do you want to draw? Can you explain? Now you're going to see who is that who asked me that? Like what? Prishman, you can unmute your mic and speak. What do you want to draw? Like drawing numbers like what?
Like last class, we draw the equations and make the answers.
Louder, louder, please, Prishman. It's very soft. Let me see my
Can you
mic.
do the method to get the answers by drawing?
Yeah, drawing is a method that is accepted. Okay, it is one of the methods of solving problems in maths. So if you're going to draw, let's say, okay, I'm just giving an example. Martha bought 100 durians. 1/5 of it was spoiled. So you draw a rectangle. You draw 5 parts, 1/5. You want to show fractions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you draw 5 parts. You shade one part. This is 1/5.
Teacher, in our exam, like our exam papers, at the back of the paper, they will have blank pages, right? Can you
Yeah.
write our drawings there?
Oh, don't. Okay, don't. You see, when you are, okay, good question here. When you are solving a question, especially you have a question and you are solving it, show how you are working through it. Okay, show the drawing. Don't do the drawing at the back somewhere and only show your answer in front. No. Okay, the method, yes, Prishman, you can draw. No, like you give everyone separate questions and we try to solve it by drawing. Can, boy, you can solve any question by drawing. Let's say in a plantation, but do you want to draw 100 trees or 100 of anything? No, you try to use what we call as the bar method. Okay? Say there are 100 rambutans. Okay? Here. So I draw a bar to show the 100 rambutans. And I divided it with my 5 friends. So these are your 5 parts, your 5 friends. Okay, I divided it into 5 parts. I took 2 parts for myself, 2/5. Can you see? All this question is now in words and I'm just drawing it out. We'll do all this later when we do word problems, but I'm just giving you an example. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So yes, you can draw and don't do your drawing separately somewhere at the back or do it on the question, near the question, below, beside, on that side itself. Show your flow, even if it's drawing. Remember, drawing is a method to solve questions in maths. Okay? So earlier, I was telling you I was going to show you a simplified version. So let's put it on a number line like this. Okay? And I'm going to write here now, this is 0. Guys, just follow me. This is 0. You know number line, eh? Okay, and then here comes 1. And then here comes 2. Okay? So I'm going to divide my 1 into maybe 3 parts. So this is 1/3. This is 2/3. This 1 is equivalent to 3/3. Do you understand? And then here comes, again divide into 3 parts. So what do I have here? I have 1 and 1/3. Remember, there's practice on this. I have 1 and 2/3. So now let's look at our fractions. Okay? This is called the start. There's no fraction here, okay, not? So this one is called the unit fraction. The first where the numerator is 1. But if you don't remember this, it's okay lah. It's not so important. Okay? This is called the unit fractions. All these, whatever fractions that can come before 1, from 0 to 1, we call these proper fractions. Understand? At the point of 1, exactly at 1, that means this. This is called a whole number, or you can also say it's a whole fraction. Because 1 is a number part, 1 is a fraction part. So what's a whole fraction? 3/3 is a whole fraction. 4/4 is a whole fraction. Got it? Now, whatever fraction that comes after 1 means it's an improper fraction. Improper fraction means it's more than 1. Got it? It can be 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. As long as it's more than 1, they are all improper fraction. So example, 1, 1 over 3. 1, 2 over 3. So what does that 1 means? That 1 means there is a 3 over 3 inside. And then you add another 1 over 3. So in total, it is a 4 over 3. And I think you know how to draw this as well. So this is called the mixed number. Okay, this is called what we call as the mixed number. And this is what we call as the improper fraction. Improper fraction is this. When you write it, where the numerator is more and the denominator is small, you get an improper fraction. Only an improper fraction can change to become a mixed number. Do you understand this chart now? Does it make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Again, I know you all are going to copy this down. Yes, copy it. But by all means, I'll take a snapshot and put it. We are living in digital age, not Paleolithic age. Okay. So I'm going to put it in the group. Okay. As just extra notes for y'all. Okay. Understood, huh? So we have unit fractions, proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed number. These are important and you must understand the concept of a whole fraction. Okay. So now let's stop this and let's go back to our module. Look at our module, got so many things in that one module. Okay. So guys, after that, adding fractions. Oh yeah, this page. Remember this now? So this makes more sense. All this is your improper fraction, mixed number. So we have done all this. Addition with the same denominator. Yes.
What time does class at?
What time the class ends? The class ends when I
Farmida
tell
already
you.
said 10:30.
Huh?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Guys, addition and subtraction. Can we move on? I think this one all already done, covered already. Okay. Okay, Durgesh. So in case you forgot, I'll just do one question here to help you. Look, 23 over 24 minus 2 over 3. Denominator is not the same. You have got to make it the same. So you know 3, don't go and take 24 times 3. No, no, no. Don't make your number bigger. You must know that in times table 3, you will reach 24. Correct or not? So 3 times what? All of you, 3 times what? 3 times 8. So 2 also will times 8. 3 times 8 is 24. So here you copy back 23 over 24 minus 2 times 8 is 16 over 24. Then don't go and minus 24 minus 24. That doesn't change. This is still 24. You just take 23 minus 16. And that's 7. That's your answer. Do you see that?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can private message to me. That's not a problem.
For
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, you want a private message? No problem. Yeah, for everyone. Okay. I've enabled that. Okay. So this is the way you're going to subtract or add fractions with different denominators. This is standard 4, guys. Okay, standard 4. Okay. It breaks my heart that I have to teach standard 4 and standard 5. Okay. All right. So please brush up with all these basics. Okay. Next is your standard 5 where you actually multiply fractions. Hold on. Let me open up. Okay. Hold on. Let me share now the next module. Okay, we have actually done this as well. Okay, boys and girls, pay attention. What do you see here? You see a whole number, correct? Now comes another learning. This is a whole number. Okay, how do I change this to a fraction? How do you write a 5 as a fraction?
Huh? 5/5?
My boy, 5 over 5
Oh, wait.
equals to 1.
25/5.
25 over 5. Okay, fine. 25 over 5 is equals to 5. But in some more simpler ways, what is a 5?
15/3.
No. Actually, make it life easier.
5/1.
Yes, 5 over 1. Every number literally is a number divided by 1. 5, okay, didn't hear that. Sorry. 5 divided by 1 gives you 5 back. Do you understand? So what I want here is just 5 over 1. Now, to multiply fractions, up times up over down times down. Say it like a mantra. Up times up over down times down. Up times up over down times down. Just sing it, okay? So up means what? 1 times 5, 5. 3 down times down. 3 times 1, 3. That's it. Done. Finish.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how easy multiplication of fraction is. So 7 means it's not 7, it's 7 over 1. So of means times. So 1 times 7, 7. 5 times 1, 5. Okay, now your turn to do. All of you. Chat. Okay? Do number 6. Put your answers in the chat. This is 3 over 1. So what's the answer there? Very good. 9 over 4. Okay. Let's do number 10. 1 over 8 of 15. That means times 15. Hey, all of you must answer. Huh? Okay, not just Aloysius only. And it's okay, Aloysius. At this point, if you just leave your answer like this, it's okay. All right? You
Teacher.
just see, read this. Leaving your answer as an improper fraction. Cukup. Okay, the question says here, leave your answer as an improper fraction. Very good. 15 over 8.
8.
Let me ask you, who has completed this module? Anybody?
Not yet.
Not yet. So it's new for all of you. Am I right?
Yeah.
So make a printout. Okay, make a printout of this part 2. Okay, I've already sent it already in the WhatsApp. And do page 1. This is how you do page 1. Okay. Now I'm going to move on. Go and do page 2 after this, which is look at page 2. Now we learn to do something I call as the crisscross. Now, what is this crisscross? Everybody look here. 3 over 5 times 5 over 7. But I can see 5 here at the bottom and 5 here at the top, guys. Which means what? I can cross off. 5 divided by 5. I say 1. 5 divided by 5. Again 1. You can only do this if one number is on top and the other number is at the bottom and they are both in the same times table. Got it? And you use division to do this. So what happens? This becomes 1 and this becomes 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 7 is 7. That's your answer. Okay. Let's do another example here. 2 over 5 times 6. And this 6, look here. It's 6 over 1. Okay, but I cannot simplify. I cannot crisscross. Or I cannot cross the 2 and the 6 and say this is 3. Can't do that. Because both numbers are on top. Okay, you can only do this if one is a numerator and the other one is a denominator. Do you understand? So over here, up times up, which is 12. Down times down, which is 5 times 1, which is 5. Answer, that's it. Of course, this is an improper fraction. Just leave it as it is. Your answer can be left as an improper fraction for this exercise. Got it? So
Yeah.
what you do
Got
here?
it.
You do practice. So let's start. Okay, all of you, do question number 7. You can see the 4 there. So which means this can be cancelled off. Do you understand? What's your answer? Put in chat. It's very easy, kan? You look at it, you know already.
Yeah.
Yes. 3/5. Okay. Who can understand this? Can I have a thumbs up? Prishman, Ilman, Hajita, okay, ke? Gideon, Durgesh, Famida. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, let's do number 9. Again, I see a 4 and a 4. I can beautifully cross it off. Makes life easy. You get 1/9. Now, let's say I want to make my life difficult. I don't want to do all this cross-off method. Okay lah, you do up times up. 4 times 1, 4.
Mm-hmm.
9 times 4, 36. Then you simplify. 4
Yeah.
divided by 4 is 1. You get back this. 36 divided by 4, you get back 9.
Yeah.
You see that? So if you don't want to do this, you're going to work with big numbers. And then you still got to find, simplify it. So you might as well just cross it off and make life easier. Do you understand? Now let's
Yes.
do number 11. Okay, number 11, look. 4/7 times 5/6. Well, there's nothing the same, but you forgot something. What can be crossed off here? Who can tell? Who can tell what can be crossed off in this question?
4 and 6.
Yes, 4 and 6. Well done. And how do I cross it off? 4 divided by
Divide by
2. Yes, and I'll get 2. 6 divided by also the same number, 2, and I will
2.
get 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3.
3.
Okay? Be careful, So then I rewrite 2 times 5 over 7 times 3. Do you see that? And up times up, 10. Down times down, 21. Did you see it now? Okay? So that's how you do page 2, multiplication. Okay? Clear. Now go on to page 3. Now we have what? Who can see what's happening here? Still multiplication, but what's happening? What kind of questions we have now?
Mixed numbers.
Mixed number, exactly. Not a problem because we know a tricky method, a quick method to change it to an improper fraction. Guys, mixed number is like the prince, right? We got to bring him back to the beast. That's all. Okay? And how do you do that? A short method is times at the bottom, plus on top. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 2, it's 5. So this becomes 5/3. Change this mixed number to an improper fraction. After that, up times up over down times down. Simplify if you can earlier, cross it out, but there's nothing here. So 5/6 is our answer. Got it?
Got it.
Richmond, do you understand? Now I'm going to give you to annotate on the screen before you finish the class today. Okay? So I want you to do up to, let's see whether what is in page 4. Okay, you can do page 4 as well. All right, we will do up to page 4 for today. So guys, when you print out your module, print out the whole set, of course. There's 11 pages there. You do up to 4 pages. And I will show you, not say show you, you are going to do some questions, annotate on the screen itself now. Okay? So I'm going to enable annotation. Hey, did I record? Yeah, I'm recording. Goodness, so many things I did. I never record. Oh, God. Okay.
Teacher,
I'm going to enable annotation. Yes.
can I leave and join again?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Durgesh, you will do number 5. Durgesh, okay. Famida, do number 6. Prishman, do number 7. Take note, Ilman, do number 8. Aloysius, do number 9. Okay, who else do we have? Hajita, do number 10. Gideon, do number 11. I think he'll join back. Who else is here? Where is Kyle? Kyle didn't come. Do I have everybody now? Hajita, Ilman, Aloysius, Durgesh, Famida, Prishman, and Gideon. Gideon will come back again. Guys, I think you can annotate already. Have I enabled? Yes, I've enabled annotation. So you guys can start solving on the screen. On the screen. Okay? Do it on the screen. Okay? Try now. I'm going to pause the recording for a while. Again. So guys, I'm going to play number 5 and number 10. Pay attention. First of all, change the mixed number to an improper fraction. Multiply at the bottom, plus on top. 7 times 2, it's 14. 14 plus 2, it's 16. Durgesh, keep your mic muted. 16 over 7. Times with 2 over 3. Now, you look at it. 16 is not in times table 3. 7 is not in times table 2. So, literally, I can't simplify anything here. So, I've got to do my up times up, which is 16 times 2. 16 times 2 is 32. Down times down, which is 7 times 3.
21.
And 21. And that's your answer. Let's look at number 10. 2, 3 over 8 times 2 over 7. So, multiply and plus. So, you're going to change this improper fraction, mixed number to an improper fraction. 8 times 2, 16. 16 plus 3, 19. So, you write 19 over 8 times 2 over 7. Now, again, I can't cross off anything. I can't oh, God, I can. Can you see 2 and 8? So, this can be crossed off. 2 divided by 2, it's 1. 8 divided by 2, it's 4. So, my answer is going to be 19 times 1, which is 19. 4 times 7, 28. Do you understand now? Now, look at number 12. One last question. Change both. Both are in mixed numbers. So, you've got to change both. Times and plus. So, 8 plus 1, you get 9 over 4. Times 5 times 1, 5 plus 3, 8 over 5. And in this case, I can definitely cross off my 8 and 4. This is 1, this is 2. So 9 times 2 will be 18. 1 times 5, it's 5. Got it? This is how you do multiplication of fractions. You are going to do page 1, page 2, page 3, and page 4. Page 4, look, it's multiplication. It's all mixed numbers. Multiply it. Got it? Okay, so with that, I'm going to stop recording.